Hey everyone, and welcome back to AV Insights and Advice with Clarity Experiences. Today I'm really excited to show you a virtual demo of Clarity's virtual experience, or what some people refer to as a platform. Helping us with the demo today, we have Gary and Rob, and our demo conference that we're using is Reach Health. We've created this conference to help demonstrate all the features and customizations that Clarity Virtual Experience has to offer. Gary, why don't you start off by describing what everyone is seeing before we jump into the experience itself?
Yeah, great. What you're not seeing here are the stock virtual backgrounds that you would see on the known platforms where you might be fading in and out when you're trying to present. What we've created here is custom backgrounds for the entire page. And you'll also notice that there's custom backgrounds in each window. So in Jen and Rob and myself, you see a step and repeat. We can also do a subtle motion graphic. We can do branding. So there's lots we can do with that. You'll also notice there's a branding tag on the bottom right-hand corner. So the sky's the limit when it comes to leveling up your remote presenters and your presenters that may not make it, to a studio. Also, for information, this is a webcam and a microphone setup, so pretty standard, but our engineering team is the one that's able to layer in these backgrounds.
This looks great, Gary. Let's jump into the actual event itself. So I'm going to start off by talking us through the experience from an attendee perspective, starting from the registration, and then Rob is going to take us through the main event homepage. From the start, you'll have a fully customizable event registration page that gives you a sneak peek at who the presenters are and what they're going to be speaking about. You can easily jump to the registration form, and once you've submitted your registration information, you'll receive a confirmation email that allows you to add the event to your calendar. Let's jump in and take a look at the event homepage.
Thanks, Jennifer. Today we'll be taking a look at Beyond Reach 2020, a conference that we have created in order to help show some of the features of this platform. You'll notice that the navigation is very simple. This was important to us to design this way so that attendees are able to get to the sessions that they need to very quickly. As we scroll down the page, we're able to take a look at some speaker headshots and biographical information. This allows attendees to learn a little bit more about the speakers who are presenting in the sessions that they might attend. Additionally, please note the live tag that's shown here over one of the speakers. This indicates that this session is currently happening live, and by clicking on this speaker, an attendee can be placed directly in this session. There's many other ways to organize the information of the conference, and as we scroll a little bit down here, we'll actually see how the agenda is broken down. For this conference, we've chosen to divide sessions by general session and breakouts, but this is flexible and you can change this to have as many tracks as required. The agenda is further color-coded and clickable, which again allows attendees to get where they need to be going quickly. Further down, we're able to highlight certain meeting sessions. As you see here, we've highlighted 2 of the general sessions and a few of the breakouts as well. Again, arranging information for ease of attendee use is crucial, and we use the live tag here on this general session to show that this session is currently happening. Let's go there now and see what that looks like.
Hi, welcome to our general session. We're here to demo the environment that you might have for your general session or your keynote presenter. So we're so excited to show you all the different elements of this virtual stage set. This is an environment that you might create if you're going to bring your event to your audience all across the US or the world. Audience that would typically may be here for a live event, but now we're going to be streaming that out to them in a virtual environment. So we're going to show you a variety of different looks. The first thing is the scenic environment. I'm here on the stage like I would be at a normal event. We can show you a variety of different looks. The scenic background is really flexible. So you're able to really change that up in those windows and have a different feel or a different environment based upon your brand, based upon the look or the goals of your conference. So that's an amazing way to quickly and change that environment based upon what you're looking for your audience to feel and how you're looking to make that overall event happen. The other thing that we can do, in addition to this environment that you see here, we can change up the entire thing. So I'm actually standing on a green screen and there's really nothing around me. So it gives us endless opportunities to put any type of graphics in that environment. So we're going to just show you a couple examples of what that might feel like or look like. You could do it outside, cityscape, you could do it in the winter. So there's a variety of different really fun and cool things that you can do for your event using this type of technology and using this type of environment. So bringing us back to the conference, I feel so much better here in the conference. So I'm going to show you what it could be like in those different ways that we do that together. So here in this environment, we can create this anywhere across the country. So we can create these studio environments in your office, in hotels, or in other studio environments across the US. And then that way you or your presenters can present and build your conference in any way that you like using all these different elements that we showed you today. So there's a few other things that we like to talk about. Camera angles. So in this environment, you want to keep your audience engaged. And so the different camera angles that we have allow us to do that. And it allows us to change that as the speech kind of changes in its intensity or in its tone. You can move from a wider view to a narrower view. That's a lot of the ways in which we help keep the audience engaged through a general session or a keynote. The other thing that you often see in a live event is a video roll, where either at the beginning of the conference or during a presentation, they might need to go to a video. So in this case, we're going to roll a video, and that video is going to come on those outside screens. But your viewers really need to see that more closely. So it's going to zoom in, and at home, they're going to be able to watch that in full screen. So as that video plays, they'll be able to see and hear and look at what that video content is. Then it will zoom back out as the presenter's beginning to wrap it up and beginning to talk about what was in that video. So that's really how that live video element works. But we all know that PowerPoint is probably the most common thing that you see at conferences. And using conferences to educate and inform people, PowerPoint or any type of presentation software is something that's used often. So I'd like to show you really my PowerPoint, but I don't have my clicker. So let me grab my clicker real quick, and then I'm going to be able to show you what that looks like. So here's a zoomed in environment on the content, where if I need to show you a graphic or something along those lines, I can really drill in and really focus on that graphic. If I wanted to show you really more, and it was more about the presenter, then we could flip that look, and that presenter could really be more center stage or in that environment that's best suited for whatever's being said at that conference. So those are the two different ways in which we can show content. Now we can really make this look any way we like, so we can customize that with your team and your conference planners and your executives to make this really look the way you want it to for your conference. The great thing about our platform and our virtual experience is that it's completely customizable, and it's got a lot of production value to it. So that's why we wanted to share it with you today. The next breakout or track experience is a panel discussion. For this portion, I will bring back Gary and Jen to help us demonstrate. In this view, we'll be interacting with our panelists. So Gary, thanks for joining the conference here. So in our meeting environment, how would it work for a situation like this where we're dealing with Q&A from the audience?
Yeah, the audience would submit questions via the streaming window throughout the presentation. Those questions are then fed to the presenters through a display monitor, where the presenters or the panelists can view those questions and answer those as they come in.
So Jennifer, in this situation, if you were a moderator, what would that experience look like or feel like in this environment?
So in this environment, I would have a confidence monitor with the questions for each panelist. And if I were to ask Gary a question, such as, how does Clarity support our remote presenters? As I ask the question, the camera view will change to just Gary and I. And then when Gary begins to answer the question, the camera will just focus on him.
Clarity provides presenters with all the confidence and technical support they need. We do this by having pre-checked video calls with them, providing a presenter kit if needed, and also having a direct line of communication with them that the audience is not able to hear. As you can see when I'm speaking, the camera is zoomed on me during the presentation, and then as it transitions to other panelists, the camera will zoom out and transition over to the next person. Hey Brian, what else do we have to show today?
Oh, thanks so much. So we're excited to show you our enhanced interactive breakout session. So we're going to see you all there.
This is a location where we're going to get some work done. The members of the breakout can participate in working sessions with several different features. Our example today will be from the view of the presenter and how they can interact with the attendees in the room. We're going to start by showing you a playlist. Each presenter has the ability to upload their own content via a playlist feature so that they're prepared for the breakout. We're going to click now to a PowerPoint presentation from the presenter view that would be shown to the attendees in the room. As you can see, you can see a big picture or image of the slide that the presenter is on. They can also see all their future slides as well as their upcoming content in the playlist. We're next going to show you a quick video roll. Many presenters have videos, so here's an example of a video roll in the breakout. Now we're going to click over to the app feature of this environment. This environment allows you to bring in many different applications. You can bring in a simple YouTube video. There's a whiteboard feature where the presenter or the panel can use a whiteboard to write on. There's several other apps like polling, video library, recording, as well as a breakout feature that allows you, if the attendee count is a little bit larger and you want to break down into smaller groups, you can break into subgroups or table groups to work on some material, and then you can come back to the larger breakout room after that session is over. Next, we have a chat feature. The chat feature allows for people to interact and collaborate throughout the event. We can have cameras on or cameras off depending on the settings that you choose, but people can enter Q&A questions, they can enter comments, and those can be shared throughout the group. Another way to really interact with the colleagues and different people in your breakout session. Last, we have a notes feature where the moderator or the presenter or somebody on the team that's been assigned can take notes for the group. This is really great when you're kind of drilling down on a subject or a topic and you want to capture those notes. Those notes can later then be broadcast to the group or even sent out to the group afterwards so that everybody can capture the material and the discussion that has taken place. Thanks again for checking out this interactive breakout environment. We're now going to go back to Jen on the home page.
And we're back at the event homepage where there are a few other features such as social media links, sponsorship opportunities, and customer support chat that we have for your event. And that concludes our demo today. Thank you everyone for watching, and we hope you enjoyed the Clarity virtual experience. You can click below to reach out to Clarity for your own customized demo.